Hello students, so we are coming back to our lessons. This is online class number 2. This is the English for Business class, and actually we have already finished our lesson from the last lecture. So I will continue from the last one, and I will just give you brief review on the last lesson, so what we have done last week. Okay, so from last week, we have already done the introduction. We have already done the informative email. We have already done the inquiry email. So actually, the inquiry email is just the first format of doing the counter complaints email also. We are going to continue our replying email today. Complaints email and counter complaints email. So the quiz, actually this week quiz will be the almost the same quiz as last one, because I want you to really do the good comprehension on this one and then do the same quiz again whether you understand or not. Okay, so I have changed something in the quiz and try to do as much as possible. Okay, so the reply email, firstly, the reply email is just the email which is replying to the inquiries emails, which that you gonna reply for the suggestions or the question that they given to you. So the reply email, actually you don't have to write a new one, but you just click the reply button in the email. So you would have the emails above, right? Email above is the what? It is the, yes, inquiries or the question email. So you click reply email, so it would continue from the above. Then you would, yes, you would do the corrections, you would do the replying from the question above, so that the receiver could understand the contents and match their understanding. Reply email will not add or change the information from the previous inquiry email unless you'd like to restate the mistake. Okay, unless you would like to restate the mistake, so you just correct the truth, you just change some truth actually, but you don't add a lot, you don't write a lot of informations, a new one, I mean. Then lastly, remember, just answer the previous questions, do not answer more than it should be. Okay, so this is the patterns of the reply email. So firstly, what you need to write at first, at the beginning, before you start to write the message. Yes, the purpose. The purpose is what you need to write at first. So this purpose is actually not so new to you, but you need to state a phrase which will give the readers the purpose, the clear purpose. Okay, so I am writing this email to answer or reply. Answer or reply. Okay, so from the previous email, you just hit the button reply and you state the purpose. Okay, next one, you state the message. Try to answer all the question above. Answer all the question above, so it would be a clear reply email, a perfect reply email. So after you have done all the question, you need to do the closing. Okay, so at the closing, you need to state that I hope this answers all your questions. I hope this answers all your questions. So For further inquiry, please do not hesitate to let us know by this email. Thank you. So the phrase please do not hesitate. So the phrase please do not hesitate. Meaning, it means do not worry. Okay, do not worry and just let us know. Okay, so you can change the pronoun from us to let me know, to let them know, to let him know, to let us know. It is based on the company, based on the group, based on the replier. Okay, so at last, don't forget to give the gratitude. Okay, thank you. Okay, the phrase thank you very much, thank you for your corresponding, thank you for your correspondence. It is the gratitude. What is gratitude? Gratitude, what is the meaning? The phrase, the word gratitude means to give them thanks, to give them thankful. Okay, so next. So from, this is the assignment number 2. So I give you as the classwork today. So I am going to teach you a very few lesson today, but I will give you a lot more time to prepare and practice your writing. Okay, assignment number 2. From your last assignment, you are now Mr. Kenny O'Brien. Okay, you're now Mr. Kenny O'Brien. You would like to send an email to ask for membership privilege. What is membership privilege? The word membership privilege. Meaning, what is membership? Membership means you are a part of member of some company or a part of member of some shop. Okay, so the word privilege. So meaning, privilege means the additional benefit that you get from the company. For example, you walked into the restaurant and you just had all the meal, then you do the bills. After you do the bills, they ask you that, have you ever got the membership cards? So you answer no, so they will give you a membership card. So at that point, after you sign the membership card and pay for the membership fee, so you get the membership privilege. For example, what will you get? So you would get, for example, 20% discount. 20% discount from the, yes, from the meal, the next meal. Another example, you would get a birthday cake for the memberships, for the member's birthday at that meal. When you come to the restaurant on that day, you show the membership cards and you show the whatever you have the evidence for the birthday proof, so you get the birthday cake. This is the membership privilege. Without a membership card, you get nothing. So this is the word membership privilege. Okay, so you need to ask for a membership privilege. At least 3 questions. At least 3 questions. Then write another email below to reply to Mr. Kenny O'Brien for membership privilege from the question you asked above. Okay, so this email, actually you need to write the inquiries email and the reply email, 2 of them, both of them you need to write. So you are the what? You are the Mr. Kenny O'Brien. At first, write the membership privilege, at least 3 questions. Sorry, again. delete that one, I am a little bit confused for me. So you are Mr. Kenny O'Brien, okay? You need to ask back to the company for the membership privilege, at least 3 questions, okay? Then next one, you are going to be Mr. Robert Wang. You are going to be Mr. Robert Wang. You need to reply the email back to Mr. Kenny O'Brien for the membership privilege from the question you asked above. Okay, so at first you need to write the email again. You need to write the email. What is it? The inquiry email. Okay, inquiry email from Mr. Kenny to Mr. Robert Wang as the inquiry. Okay, so this is number 1. So number two, you need to write an email from, okay, you are now Mr. Robert Wang, and you write an email to Mr. Kenny, and this one is a reply email, so you need to reply back yourself. Okay, so do it in the Microsoft Word. Okay, do it in the Microsoft Word. So complete the headings above. To, from, subject. Okay, to, from, subject, complete all the headings. Then later you need to write an email, 2 of them. Okay, so your email, Mr. Kenny O'Brien, is the last email that I've given to you. This one, Mr. Robert Wang, this is his email. He is the customer experience supervisor. So his email is robertwang@gpbkk.com. Okay, do in the Microsoft Word. Don't write the actual email because one of this email could exist in the system, so I don't want you to send to him. Okay, so send to Mr. Robert Wang in the Microsoft Word. Then you send this file to my email. Okay, so my email again, I can write you another email. From last time I have write you my own email, so I have the actual email which will grade your homeworks today. Okay, charlie.psep@gmail.com. This is my email. So you write an email in the Microsoft Word. Send the Microsoft Word file in my email again. Okay, by give the subject in the heading that state your name, state your class, and state your number. Okay, your name, your class, and your number, so I can grade you correctly. Okay, so I'll pass on this one. If you have any questions, you can write an email to ask to me. But if you want to just pause this one and then reread it again for your clarify, you can do it now. Okay. So next one is the complaints email. This is the complaints email. Okay, so complaints email, what is the word complaint? The word complaint means what? When you feel disappointed, when you feel disappointing, or you have dissatisfied, you have dissatisfaction. Okay, dissatisfaction. Okay, so you need to complain. For example, you just bought a roll of paper, okay, a loaf of paper. Then that thick roll of paper, it is just a rubbish paper, okay, a rubbish paper in the package. So you would call to the company and say that this is what they have done a mistake. Okay, they have done a very big mistake to you. So they just pack the rubbish in the package. So there are no clear paper, there are no white paper at all. So you just complained. Okay. So in the word complaint, as the email, you need to use the tone of voice, tone of your language, very very courteous. Okay, courteous means what? Courteous means การให้เกียรติ okay, การให้เกียรติ so first, complaints email, it can also be a suggestion email. You can write a suggestion to a company how to solve the problem, or you see the problem, you suggest the solution to them. This is the first way how you do the complaints email. Number two, write in appropriate and polite language. Okay, write in appropriate and polite language. How would you complain if you walk into a restaurant and it's very dirty? You see this rats, you see the cockroach run all over your table. Would you complain? Yes. But would you feel very uncomfortable and you just shout out the rude words? Would you? It could be, but the way to complain is you use the tone of voice very polite and appropriate. Next one, sender needs to make a clear, concise, and consistent content. Okay, the sender, or I would say you are the one who complain. Okay, you need to make a clear, concise, and consistent. What is clear? Clear means the reader will understand what you just complained. Next one, concise. Concise means every information in the email is what? Clear to read, clear to understand, short. Okay. Consistent content means what? Consistent means it actually relate to the situation. This is consistent content. Okay. Next one, fact only. What is fact only? Fact only means, what is fact? Fact means the truth. Do not add some water. Just use only the fact. Okay. Next one, no bias. What is bias? Bias means your own feelings. Bias means your own what? Your own instinct. Do not use your own instinct. Do not use your own feeling. Just use the fact only. Okay. Next one, always state the problem at first. State the problem at first. So whether how long would you write, how long would you suggest, or how long would you complain, state the problem. Which problem did you see? Which problem did it occur? Okay, you need to state the problem because the reader would know what is the point of view. Okay, the patterns of the complaint email is just the email which you are writing to complain. Okay, so the purpose of this email must be, I am writing this email to complain or give suggestion or suggest. Okay, I am writing this email to complain, to give suggestion, or to suggest from the previous problem that. Okay, from the previous problem that, or from the problem that. So the message would be a list or the bullet points. So I suggest you to write the problems. If you have more than one problems or more than one suggestion, to write in the bullet points or in the number, okay, in the numbering. So it would be very clear, concise, and consistent. Back to the rules, okay? But if you have only one suggestion, you need to write in a short paragraph, okay? So you do the paragraph, write it in short and clear. No matter, it doesn't matter how long it would be, but you need to rephrase it to be short, clear, concise, and consistent. That's it. Okay. Next one, last but not least, closing. The closing email, the closing in the email is that please kindly. The phrase please kindly mean please, but we say please kindly to honor the readers, or to give the courteousness to the readers. Okay, so please kindly choose one of these, okay, in the brackets. Listen to this suggestion, solve the problem, listen to our complaints, or please kindly solve the problems above, solve my problems. You need to rewrite it in your own words, okay? You can choose from my list or you can create in your own list. Lastly, if you already complained to someone, they are just the one who come to solve your problem. They are coming for your help. They are not the one who create the problem, okay? So you need to do what? Gratitude. Gratitude means thank you for your thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for your understanding. Okay, if you write thank you for your cooperation, you don't need to write thank you for your understanding again. Or if you write thank you for your understanding, do not write thank you for your cooperation again. Just choose one phrase. If you do the suggesting, okay, if you do the suggestion, you can write thank you for your cooperation, or you do the phrase which you do the email which is complaining, you can write thank you for your understanding. All right, so those are the emails, those are the complaints email. Okay, so I will pause at this and I will give you 5 minutes break. All right, so 5 minute break, then later I will continue the counter complaints email for you. All right, so 5 minute break. Okay, back to our lesson. So from our lecture before the break, I have told you how to write the complaints email. Okay, and it was the patterns of complaints email. What do you need to write again after you write the closing? Gratitude. Yes, gratitude. Gratitude means what? To give the thanks. Okay, give thanks. Next one, the counter complaints email. This is the last but not least. This is a little bit big lesson to you, a big lesson to you. So you have a new things to learn. Okay, for the counter complaints. This one, counter complaints email. Who would do the counter complaints? Is it you as the student? No. Who would do the counter complaints? Think. The counter complaints is the email which is answered from the customer service experience officer. Okay, customer service experience officer. This is R, okay? Sorry for my handwriting. So the customer service experience officer, they are working as the one who take responsibility to help or to give the solution to the what? To the customer. So what else? Who else would do the counter complaints email? Think a little bit. They are, they call the customer expertise. The customer expertise, they are the one who think of solutions. They are the one who think of solutions. They are the one who create the customer atmosphere. How would the customer feel? How would the customer think? And how would the customer react if they do this, if they think about this, if they talk this, if they speak this out? So they are the customer expertise. So the counter complaints email is a type of replying email. It is almost the same as replying email, so the patterns will look almost the same. Okay, you just simply hit a reply button. Okay, next one, the counter complaints email. It's answer the solution. Okay, it answer the solutions or ideas or the suggestion to the previous complaints or suggestion. Okay, I would write that part again. Okay, customer experience officer or customer expertise. Expertise comes from expert. Okay, so the complaints email, the counter complaints email needs to be easy to understand. It needs to be very, very easy to understand because the counter complaints email give what? It gives solution to the complaints above. It gives the solution. So the solutions are the way to solve the problem. So it have to be very easy to understand. You can write in a bullet point or numbering. Okay, create into the sequence. So write as a bullet points or numbering. It needs to be concise, clear and easy to read, consistent, relate to the problems above. Okay, if the complaint was the atmosphere at the restaurant it was very cloudy, it was very crowded, and the noise of the sounds or the noise of the server are very loud. So what should be the counter complaints? So it needs to deal with the server's noise, not to deal with others, not to deal with food, not to deal with the lighting. Okay, so it needs to deal with the problems instead. Counter complaints need to be polite. Although, if the complaints email was a bit rude, if the one who write the complaints email was a bit rude, you need to write the counter complaints email, which is very polite. Don't write a bit rude back. Don't try to be rude back. Don't think that if you be rude back, they would listen to you. No, this is not the solution to the problem. The solution to the problem is try to listen and be polite. Okay. Next one. This is the counter complaint method. You need to understand this figure. Okay, understand the figure and try to make the emails, try to make the counter complaint email based on the method. All right, so first, if I will do the situation, okay, back to the examples of restaurant. All right, in the restaurant, if the noise was very crowded and the servers, they are shouting front to the back to the front, okay, the server or the waiters. So the way the customers would complain to the manager would be, excuse me, the restaurant was so crowded and it was a very loud noise. I couldn't even eat. I couldn't even sit and try to eat my food at all. So if this was the complaint, so the waiter, so the customer service expertise or customer service officer would need to listen at first. So if you listen, listen doesn't mean listen from left to right. It means listen and analyze. Okay, try to listen and listen through the point. It means listen. So if you listen, so the point of the customer means they have a hard way to, yes, they have hard way to communicate between the person to person or the person in the table. Okay, this is how you listen. Next, try to apologize. If this one was not your fault, if this is just a mistake from the waiters or waitress, other people, you are the one of the company that you are working for. Okay, so apologize. Apologize means sorry. You just state out the words sorry or I apologize. Okay, I am very sorry or I apologize. Next one, apologize is not enough. You need to act. You need to execute the process by acting, take action, try to solve the problem. Okay, so you need to write the emails back to the customer that I have already warned, we have already warned to the waiter and waitress not to shout or not to use a very loud voice in the restaurant, so that the customer would feel very comfortable and happy in the restaurant. This is just how you act. Okay, next one, follow up. Don't forget to follow up the problem, because the customer will look, or they would feel very happy if they know that the company is coming to solve the problem and they really take action and they do following up the problem. Okay, so number 4 is follow up. How would you write the follow up? I am going to, yes, I am going to what? Think of it. I am going to test, I am going to randomly go visit in the restaurant and try to follow up the problem if they are using a very loud noise again. This is just a very good step, very easy step to follow up. Okay, so listen, apologize, saying sorry, act, taking action, and follow up. These are the steps. Do not skip each step. Just walk one by one. So you would do the counter complaints easily, okay, and effectively. The patterns of complaints email is that first, okay, you need to write the purpose. The purpose of this email is you are solving the problem. So you write regarding, okay, regarding to is the same as according to, okay. So you are pointing back to the problem, just that. Regarding to your problem, regarding to your complaints, or according to your suggestion. I understand your situation. This is a very good phrase to write, okay? I understand. You are giving them the sympathy and empathy, okay? You understand the problem, so they will listen to you and they will calm themselves down, okay? I understand your situation and apologize for what have been happened to you. So I understand your situation, meaning you already listen and you understand thoroughly. Okay, thoroughly. Thoroughly means clearly. Okay, so you listen first. Then second step is apologize, saying sorry. So apologize for what have been happened to you. At the message, try to write some of these bullet points or guiding as I given to you. First, I have found out solutions stated below. Okay, I have found out solutions stated below. This is if they have some problem to solve. Next one, I am trying to fix the problem by, or I am trying to solve the problem by. This is how you would write the action number 3. The step number 3 is taking action. I am trying to fix, I'm trying to solve the problem by, or you can write out any phrase that you can think of, okay, etc. Last but not least, closing. I hope this will solve the problem and I will follow up your situation, okay, for your convenience. Thank you for your complaints. Thank you for your suggestion. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, so remember, you are the one who give the solution. Okay, don't try to expect for their thankful, but you are the one who first thanks them. Thank you for your complaints, or thank you for your suggestion. So these are the emails of 5 types of email. I have taught you informative email, inquiries email, reply email, complaints email, and counter complaints email. So there are 5 emails that I've taught to you. So this assignment is, I will do it as the practice. The practice is that you can do it to build your own comprehensions, or you can just read through, go through it, try to do it and submit to me. If you would like to have some more feedback, whether you write this part correctly, whether you write this part by the mistakes, or you do this, do that, you just ask me. Okay, so the problem is that you are the customer of Handy Creamy Shop. Handy Creamy Shop, I mean hand cream shop. Okay, you bought a bottle of hand cream yesterday. Obviously, a product package was right, but the actual product inside was not matched. Meaning, the bottle of hand cream, for example, it was the sakura flowers scent, the sakura flower scent, กลิ่น sakura. But the scent inside was lavender scent. It was not matched by the package stated. So you are going to complain on the product faulty to an email handycreamy@gmail.com. Next, you are the product manager, vice versa. So first one, this was the complaints email. Number two will be the what? Counter complaints email. Next, you are the product manager, answering the email to the customer, answering back to yourself. You need to write a counter complaints email to solve the problem and follow the counter complaints method. 4 steps in the method: listen, apologize, act, and follow up. You need to create the problem solving wisely. Okay, for instance, I will look for 3 best solutions and give 1 bonus point each. Actually, if you submit, I will look through 3 best solutions, 1 bonus point each of them. Okay, this is what I will do to your assignment to keep you be eager to learn, okay, and express your productivity. Okay, so this is end of chapter 1. So what I have given to you was the emails. It was the lesson on the email. So next lesson will be the memorandum. The memorandum is a little bit harder than the emails because it has a very strict patterns to write out. Okay, so memorandum will be a little bit hard. But if you follow my lecture, you can do it very easy and effective and efficient. Trust me. And I'll see you next class. This class is quite short, about 15 minutes. I'll give you some more time to finish, some more time to practice on this lesson. See you next one, students. Bye.